We've had so much footage from filming down under in Australia that we couldn't really squeeze everything into the scheduled episodes. So here are some extra bits to keep you going.
Sydney now has its own metro system. The M1 is open, and we are going to take a short trip, 2 stops to Barangaroo today. And we'll start on the left. Looks a bit like the Elizabeth line.
It does.
These cavernous platforms and tunnels and everything, it's amazing. It's open plan.
Doors closing.
It's walk-through carriages. Wow, this is amazing.
This is an all-stop service to Prahran. The next stop is Martin Place. A right for Royal Botanic Gardens and Art Gallery from New South Wales. Change for T4 and Intercity South Coast Line train services. Doors will open on the right. This stop is Barangaroo.
Wow, well, we just had our tickets checked as well. So there's really good revenue control on here. And I just think these trains are absolutely amazing. It's the only subway
only line.
I think in all of Australia. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
So off it goes. Oh, they've got these futuristic toilets at Barangaroo. The door just closes. Oh. I say futuristic. Maybe I had to walk out first to show how this works. The door should just close. No, let me come out. Okay. I say futuristic, and then nothing's working. Right, the door should just close first of all, and it doesn't. Right, now it's closed. I've locked it. It says locked. It does say wait for door to fully close before pressing the lock button. The door is locked when the red light is illuminated. Please ensure the door is locked. The door is locked when the red light on the button panel is on. The door will automatically unlock after 20 minutes. Now let's take a look at the washing options here. Oh, you want to see the toilet, don't you? Well, it's over there. It's absolutely fine. Right, so the soap, it's just a little automatic thing like that. It just keeps coming out. The water just flows nicely. And the air works perfectly as well. And then all you do, and hopefully it'll open for me, is push to open. And there we are. So Paul, what can you tell us about Barangaroo?
Well, it is a reserve for the Aboriginal indigenous people from Australia.
And how come your escalator is going faster than mine?
No idea.
So we've arrived at Barangaroo Station, Paul, and we just swing round here. Are you ready for this? Wow, look at this.
Like the Giant's Causeway?
I was just going to say, yeah, this is a man-made Giant's Causeway. It's fantastic. You could even say it's a little causeway, a little sort of promenade. There's even sand to walk on. Very relaxing to look out over the water. So in case you couldn't hear us when we were on the escalators, you were saying, Paul, that this is an Aboriginal area, is that right? In what way? So what's it?
I think it
traditional?
is to commemorate their being.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like a celebration.
There's a rather fast ferry over there. Not sure where that's heading to. Lots of joggers around here as well. People walking out, having their lunchtime stroll. It's about noon when we're here. And there's another fast ferry over there.
Gosh, it's going really fast.
Yeah, it's super fast.
It's like over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think these ferries are actually going to Darling Harbour, which is in that direction there, I believe. Berries on the tree, not sure what that is. Wow, look at the view, Paul.
Yeah, and also the view that way.
The water. It's incredible. It's just so soothing to be down by the water here. You've got the fast ferries and then a few yachts. I guess that's like a speedboat, but it's going pretty slow at the moment. Take it at your own pace.
There's a fast one over here, the yellow one.
Yeah, that's really going at a fair speed, isn't it?
It must be one of those super fast ones.
Yeah. We're going to take a walk up lots of steps to Stargazer Lawn. I hear crickets or something. There's like a hissing noise. We've been wearing jungle juice while we've been here. It's a spray, a repellent against nasty creepy crawlies. If you saw our episodes from Marseille last year, you will have seen that we both got terribly bitten. And one of the big fears that I had coming to Australia was that I was going to be bitten by creepy crawlies. But thanks to our friend Alan, he told us to get jungle juice. And so far so good, no bites. But I can hear that lots of creatures are out hissing today. Oh, Paul. Are we nearly there?
I'm not walking down.
Whoa, down should be alright. Wow, look.
I'm not coming up.
That. Stargazer Lawn. I guess this must be where people come to look at the stars at night.
I think I see some people doing Tai Chi over in my 12 o'clock.
Oh, right. And over here is the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
This is the view I want to remember from Sydney. The Sydney Harbour Bridge. Right here in the shady area.
There's an even better view down here.
What's that?
The bridge.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
Well, we found some information about Barangaroo here. What does it say, Paul?
The Barangaroo Reserve stands on land of the Gadigal clan. Honoring Aboriginal protocol, we warmly acknowledge the custodians of Gadigal country and pay respects. A welcome to country is a customary greeting that our First Peoples extend to visitors who in turn agree to respect the traditional laws and culture of country. Welcome to Gadigal country. Give us an S for subscribe.
Wow, look at that. It's the Bakerloo line. Gosh, I'm so tired. I need to sit down. Oops. Shall we catch the Bakerloo line, Paul? We're at Baker Street Station.
Can we catch the Metropolitan line home?
Yes, we could do that, I think, as well. But we'll have to go up the stairs because we're down below at the minute. Thank you. You can go back on your own now, I think it says.
Bye. Did you know that this is the oldest photo booth in Victoria? maybe even all of Australia. I don't remember. But that's what I remember when we passed by this photo booth on the weekend.
Beef and eel?
Yeah, it's kind of like beef and mushroom. It is very tasty.
What did you think of your pie, and how did it compare with the pies that we had in New Zealand?
I think this one was really big. It was really hot. It was very fresh. The meat was very tender. It was very succulent. It was very tasty. I think I can't use enough words to praise it. I think I've lost the adjectives now, but it was very fulfilling. I did like the texture, and and I'm very full basically. But yeah, I think overall I wanted to have a Australian pie to see whether it was all talk and no substance, but I can assure you that it was all substance. So it was very delectable and very, very satisfying.
Do you think, was it better than any of the pies that we got in New Zealand?
I would say so. I think it was about $30, which is like about 15 pounds. So it wasn't that cheap. It was like the normal amount that we would pay back in London. So that's what I think.
And it was steak and eel.
Steak and mushroom?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so there were chunks of mushroom too.
And how was the pastry?
Very well. It was flaky to a degree. It wasn't bad. I think it was very crisp, basically. Yeah, I liked it. So I had the Sunday roast, which was roast lamb, and oh my god, it was fabulous. I definitely recommend going to the Edinburgh Castle for your meal and drink.
So we just walked down George Street and I saw an Irish flag, so I thought it must be an Irish pub, and it is. Scruffy Murphy's. Look at the size of it. Let's take a look around Prahran. Well, I think this is a really interesting suburb of Melbourne. We're at a level crossing, so the first thing to do is to check both ways that no trains are coming before we attempt to walk across.
So this must be the main thoroughfare, or one of the main thoroughfares that lead into Prahran. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it.
I love the old wooden panelling on this building, and it's a pawn shop. Look at that.
Lots of places that do makeup and beauty type of places, like these salons, and there is a dental place over here. This is Greville Dental. Good to know. Bars on that side. I think this is a real happening place.
Paul, look what I've just discovered. It's not only an op shop, but look, it's an opportunity shop.
Should we go in?
Well, it's an opportune moment.
Do you think that's an opportunity thing too? No, I don't know. Some of these places have closed down, just like that sushi place.
Yeah. I guess you're gonna find that anywhere.
Yeah. There's a coffee place here, St. Ali Coffee. I don't know if I want any more coffee, really.
Tea then?
Do you want tea?
I think I want cake.
Oh, right.
Cash for anything.
What does that mean?
Cash for anything. What should we sell, Paul?
What shouldn't we sell?
Look at these divine lanterns.
I don't know about you, but this has like a vibe that feels like the East Village in New York. That's what this feels like. I said that this area feels like the East Village for some reason.
Yes, it does.
Or something like that.
Yeah, or Camden maybe?
Yeah, I think it just has that. I think it just has that feel to it.
It's a kind of bohemian feel.
This is new. No, but I got that stuff already, so I'm not going in there. No, it does, doesn't it? I like the look of all these old buildings. There is some type of a character to them. I guess we could take one of these trams back to the city.
Oh look, this is the way to Windsor. Obligatory shopping trolley.
Look what we got.
Yes, well, we've just been into AS and you will see what we bought in our haul episode. But the lady in there was very nice, and she was actually from Auckland, New Zealand, and she knew the store. In fact, she used to work in the store that we visited when we were in New Zealand, in Ponsonby. What a small world, right?
Well, I think that there is a real connection between New Zealand and Australia.
Especially with that store,
Yeah.
because she said there's a lot of Kiwis work at AS in
Oh,
Melbourne.
right.
So yeah.
No, and then she said that they even have an AS in London, in
They do?
the place that we stayed at for my birthday.
Oh, where was that? At Shoreditch.
Yeah, Shoreditch.
Oh, we'll have to check
She
that
said
out.
that they have a location at Shoreditch.
Oh, well, they didn't have that before. That must be new. We'll have
Well,
to check
I
it
think
out.
so.
I love this clock over here. Well, we've walked around the area, and the op shop, the opportunity shop that we saw at the start, you didn't go into just then, but you're going to visit it now before we leave this area and head back into Melbourne.
Nations welcome.
Oh no.
Next time then.
Well, we hope that you have enjoyed these extra clips.
Yes, so for those of you that have liked the episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, please do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.